Cheers.
Cheers. I'm here with Steve from Ghost Hawk Brewing, and you traveled a little ways to the mighty fine beer festival.
Yes, we did.
Duluth.
Came from New Jersey. Kind of crazy story how we got here. So I've been following Todd for a while. Good Word Brewing on Instagram for a while. They've been following us as well. He reached out to us. One day he said, "Hey, we're doing this West Coast IPA festival. We'd love to have you guys come down on board." And we've never traveled really out of state. Like we only sell our beer in New Jersey. We do festivals in New York State, Pennsylvania, like local tri-state area, but nothing down here, like nothing smart. So we had a couple of challenges, and like we were trying to figure out how to get the beer down here. So Todd put us in touch with a couple of like distributors down here, and like I've been emailing them back and forth, and it didn't really work out. And like we didn't want the beer being transported warm, so we actually packed up the beer in our suitcases and brought it down here. So we individually wrapped 90 cans in koozies, bubble wrap, and then in Ziploc bags, and traveled with it in our cases. And we checked it into the airport. We put a note in each case, like to the TSA, and said, "Hey, we're traveling with beer. Like please let it go through. If you want to come down to our tap room, we'll buy you around." And it got through no problems.
Bribery.
And it came through cold. And like when we opened the case, it came through cold. So the beer was transported the way we wanted to be showed up down here. And we're honored to be here. It's a great festival. I personally have never been to Atlanta or like this area before. My rep Scotty, he's been here before. He has some family, or like some, I think his girlfriend's family lives down here, so he's been here in the past. I never have. But oddly enough, I have a friend of mine who was originally from New Jersey, who moved down here years back, and now she's helping us like pour beers and stuff as well. So it's like all kind of worked out well.
So, gotta ask, the Ghost Hawk, you're next to Ghost Town. Has there been any challenges? I mean, there's got to be some benefit to being next to a known West Coast California name. Has there been any challenges towards like, hey, come to us versus go to them?
Well, it's kind of funny that we're next to them because we opened up in 2019, and that same year we won a Great American Beer Festival, and we were at the festival the first night, and then we happened to be at some bar in Denver, and we were right next to them, and like we were just bullshit with these guys, and they were cool, and like we talked to them like just where we were next to each other, and like I reminded them the time that we had looked up randomly in Denver like 6 years ago before COVID. It was before COVID, so it was like a life change after COVID. So, but yeah, they remembered it, and like they were. But no, all love in this industry in general. Our name stems from something completely different. Our name stems from the dedication of my brother Danny, who passed away. So he loved hawks and birds for his whole life. So when we were young, my father would take us fishing and hiking, like in upstate New York, Adirondacks, and Catskills and stuff like that. And we'd go like spend weekends in the woods, and my dad would teach us about birds and animals and stuff. So my brother always loved hawks, so that was like the spirit animal. So my brother passed away when he was like 35. Unfortunately, he was like he was in the hospital. He was on life support. We had to take him off life support. So when we took him off the life support, he passed in our arms, and I left the hospital, and I took my dog to a spot where my dad would take us fishing and hiking when we were kids, and I was standing there looking at the water, like just thinking of a lifetime memories with my brother. We were only a few years apart, so we lived together. We had an apartment together. Like he was my homie, like more than my brother. He was like years from now. So I'm just standing there looking at the water, thinking of those lifetime memories, and something caught my eye, and I looked up, and there's like this hawk going over my head, and And that was years before.
Ghost Hawk.
Yeah, that was years before the brewery even opened. So over the next couple of years, I would see these hawks in the weirdest kinds of places. Like I felt like my mother fucked with me, like from the beyond, you know, like just say, hey, I'm still here, like, you know. And so when this podcast started, I had someone who wanted to invest in the dream that I had, so that's open the brewery. And but he said, you know, I got a full time job, I got a business, I got a wife, and kids. This is your product. You gotta name it. You gotta make it happen. So like I kept thinking my brother in the hawk, and like I want to do something. And then the name Ghost Hawk just popped in my brain. It was like that's exactly the hawk I'm seeing. That's Danny. And the Danny is the Ghost Hawk. So they all kind of like it's all like very just came together the perfect way.